Still got his head turned sideways. They're off and racing. He jumped out reasonably well, Mr. Edison. Portos was the best into stride. Mr. Edison quickly on the scene to go up into second spot, and Dards Overtime third, followed by Breccia. And then Shadow Minister going back to second last, and Cossack is last of all. So the favourite Portos is the leader as they steady down in front here and leads out by about a length and a half or so. Mr. Edison running second and Dards Overtime in the box seat third. Breccia fourth, one out. Shadow Minister and Neckaway on the inside, so the two mares in the field racing together. And about 2 lengths to Cossack, who's back at the tail of the field. So running past the 16, and it's Portos here on his home track today, leading out. And he's about a length and a half still in advance of Mr. Edison, who's facing the breeze. He's on the outside of Dards Overtime, and then Breccia, Shadow Minister, and Cossack still 2 away. It'd be about 4 or 5 lengths covering the field, and he's slowing them down on Portos in front. Still getting his own way, however, leading out by about a length or so on Mr. Edison. And here's Cossack from the back. Bowman wasn't happy with his tempo, and Cossack has now made a move to go up and sit outside Portos. So at the 1,000, it's Portos on the inside and neck in front of Cossack, Dards Overtime. And then Mr. Edison, who now finds himself with some cover for the first time in the race. Shadow Minister is back second last on the inside, and Breccia goes up on the outside to join it. So heading down the side of the course, 800 to go. And Portos is just in front from Cossack, who's applying a little bit of pressure. Dards Overtime next, followed by Mr. Edison, who's dropped away about 2 lengths further afield. And then Shadow Minister on the inside, and Breccia is about to start a run 3 wide at the 600 metre mark, and Portos in front, and Berry starts to get serious now. Moved away from Cossack, led it a length, and then Breccia coming up on the outside. Mr. Edison in the centre, still under a hold, and then Dards Overtime, and Shadow Minister is back last of all, looking for a run. They've stayed away from the inside in the main here. Dards Overtime going up on the fence, the others steering wide, and there's about 4 or 5 across the track, with Mr. Edison moving up with Portos, Dards Overtime, Shadow Minister getting the split, and Breccia. 5 of them across the track. Breccia on the outside, and Shadow Minister. Shadow Minister sprinted through, took the lead. Shadow Minister will finally break through and beat Breccia and Portos and Dards Overtime. Mr. Edison loomed up, died on his run, and Cossack finished at the tail of the field.